Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Fans of Something. I wanted to make this video because, as many of you know, James Cameron is my favorite filmmaker of all time, and we just recently got a announcement from John Landau. I didn't see anything from Cameron himself. This is the first time I saw this was from John Landau. Maybe Cameron has posted about it since, but this has been a few days ago. Just been able to sit down and record the video, but I wanted to get it out there anyway because, like I said, many of you know if you follow this channel that Cameron is my dude. And even though the Avatar films aren't my favorite of his filmography, I follow them. I am going to be picking up here in just about a week all the exclusive editions of Avatar: The Way of Water. And so, yeah, I'm a casual fan of the Avatar films, but I'm a fan of James Cameron in general. So that's how I'm approaching it. I wore my Blue Moon shirt. Yes, it's an alcoholic beverage, but we are talking about Avatar, moons, and Pandora, and all that stuff. So, all right. So, what inspired me to do this? Well, in case you don't know, the big news, the elephant in the room, is the release of Avatar 3, 4, and 5 have been pushed. Avatar 3 is now coming out in December of 2025, and then I believe 4 and 5 are respectively 2029 and 2031. Don't quote me on that, but it's being pushed. The franchise is being pushed into the 2030s, and this has upset a lot of people, and I totally understand it, right? We're all entitled to be upset or, whatever. But what really inspired me to do this, and I'm not saying I'm calling this person out, but this is what inspired me to make this particular video because I noticed that there seems to be a lot of obviously anger towards this, right? And there's a bunch of reasons apparently why. I think the biggest one is the connection to the writer's strike. That's why a lot of people think, and maybe it's confirmed. I don't know. I haven't truly done a lot of digging when it comes to this, but apparently it's the writer's strike that is pushing this. Some Star Wars films, a bunch of things are being postponed because of the writer's strike. Now, is that necessarily the case when it comes to the Avatar films? I don't know. I know Cameron is closely associated to the writing process of that. I don't know if he's a part of the writer's strike. I couldn't tell you. I know he has a writing team, so that might be what's going on there. I don't know. That's really not what I'm here to discuss. What I'm here to discuss is so I'm a part of a group on Facebook, and it's a really cool group, and it's called Avatar Movies. It's all capital letters, Avatar Movies, and I'm a part of it. And there was a post from one of the admins, and his name is Adrian. And let me just say, first and foremost, I am not calling Adrian out. I'm not, whatever. We're all entitled to our opinion. I commented on the post itself a few days ago, so my thoughts are out there, and I approached it very gently. And I'm approaching it very gently here with this video. But basically, what he wrote here's the little photo that he put there, and then here's his post. So, who was lying about December 2024? Cameron? Landau? They gave us Avatar Game to shut up and wait another year? I am really disappointed. So what? Empty statement by Landau? Cameron should publish some video on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok and tell about it to fans all over the world. Cameron and Landau should respect fans. Shameless attitude. So, again, I'm sure Adrian's a great guy. I don't know him. Uh, but this post alone, and again, I did comment on it. Let me read my reply to it, and then we'll just dive a little deeper into this. And I'm really curious to hear everybody else's thoughts that stumbles across this video and cares enough to. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. But my comment back to him was, I don't necessarily think they lied. I think they, like in the past, have decided to push the release to fine tune everything. Now, when I wrote this, this was before I learned of any connection to the writer's strike. And then I wrote, also, this new post from John Landau might be in reference to the fourth film, or maybe not. And I think it's been, again, I wrote it literally after I read his post. It's been, it's confirmed it's the third film is being pushed, as well as the fourth and the fifth. I wrote, either way, The Way of Water comes out in a week on physical. We're getting the game in December. There's a new game coming out, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, I believe is what it's called. And I also wrote, and we have the land at Walt Disney World, Pandora, the world of Avatar, to tide us over until the next film. And that's where I left it. So I guess my main reason for making the video is I understand the emotional attachment to franchises, films, stuff that we get a lot of enjoyment out of. If I had to pick a franchise or a property that Cameron has directed that I'm emotionally attached to way more than Avatar, is Terminator. And when Terminator Dark Fate came out, I had my mixed feelings about it, my opinions, all that stuff. And it's cool when you express that. Feel free, 100% express it. But I don't think it's necessarily right to demand that James Cameron or John Landau should respect the fans. Cameron should make a statement about it. All this stuff, like these demands. I don't think it's necessarily our place to demand this stuff. We're the fans, right? I do believe in respecting fans, yes, 100%. But I don't believe that any of this was done as a lie, as a cheat, give them the game and we'll push the release of the films. The game was being developed. You know what I mean? It doesn't add up. I think everything that's happened, again, very well could be the result of the writer's strike, which was unpredictable. Or it could be a combination of things. And like I said, this isn't unprecedented with these films. They have been pushed time and time again to allow for the creative process to really flourish, whether that be visualization, whether that be writing, whether that be a number of things when it comes to the production of the films. The Way of Water was pushed many times. And I think it's just something that when it comes to the Avatar franchise, we should just accept, that these movies are going to take some time. And that's what John Landau's post was all about. And I think he worded it beautifully. Whether or not it was actually him, I couldn't tell you. But whoever it was, I think they worded it very, very well. Let me pull up the post here, read it really quickly. So this is from John Landau. And here we go. So he wrote, each Avatar film is an exciting but epic undertaking that takes time to bring to the quality level we as filmmakers strive for and audiences have come to expect. The team is hard at work and can't wait to bring audiences back to Pandora in December 2025. Look, I'm okay with waiting. I'm okay with waiting. What? It was 2009. And then that's 13 years, right? 2009, 2019, 10 years, 2020, 2021, 2022. 13 years from Avatar 1 to 2. I was fine, right? And look, I mean, maybe it's because I'm not emotionally attached to the Avatar franchise. I don't eat, sleep, breathe it, but I am a fan of it because it's from my favorite filmmaker of all time. So I just by default have to be attached to it. You know what I mean? Because I, even though I don't necessarily agree with it taking up all of his time, if he wants to do that, I respect that and I'm on board. So yeah, like I'm just really curious. Please, everybody that's watching this video, comment down below. Let me know, where do you fall in line here? Whether or not you actually care about the films. You're a film fan, I assume, if you're watching this. So what is your approach to this announcement of the Avatar films, Star Wars, all this stuff being pushed? And it seems to be all within the Disney canon, right? I'm sure there's some other stuff that we just haven't heard about, but yeah, I'm just really curious. But do you agree with Adrian? Do you, and again, Adrian, if you're watching this, clearly you're very, very passionate about Avatar, and you have a right to be. But also, just I don't think we should be demanding certain things from the filmmakers. And I'm curious, everybody, let me know down below in those comment section. I am really curious to see what all of you have to say about this. Thank you for watching the video. I like to do these every once in a while. Typically, Haley's with me, but today she did get her tooth pulled. And assuming she gives me permission, I will pop a photo of her from the doctor's office right here. I'll pop that up. And yeah, there she is. Wow. Wow. Look at her. Yeah. So she couldn't be here today. She is recovering from getting her tooth pulled, but wanted to make the video. Thank you for watching. Like I said, comment down below. Can't wait to see what all of you say. If you would like to watch another one of our videos, that'll be right here. And if you would like to do the thing we never ask, but if you'd like to, go right ahead. It's right here. And as always, keep being fans of some.